Hi, this is part one of our tutorial on how to set up your kills team on Tabletop Simulator. In this tutorial, we're going to go through just some of the basics. This is filmed for some of my friends who have never really played Kill Team. So just a reminder, I guess the best resource on what Kill Team we're going to be using is going to probably be in wahapedia.ru. You go to this website, you click on Kill Team, and then you'll get to this page here. But first off, we're going to have to choose what your kill team is. You can go over here, and take a look at all the different kill teams available. You can technically build your own kill team, but for right now, we're not going to worry about it. Let's pick up maybe a little bit of a simpler one. Let's go build these Grey Knights. Okay. So in this case, for the Grey Knight kill team, let's have one Grey Knight Justicar with a Storm Bolter and then one of these different weapons. And 4 Grey Knight operatives. So then you can have 1 gunner and then 3 warriors. And I guess they also have psychic powers. To build a kill team, we have to go over here and open up BattleScribe. First, you actually have to go and click on Manage Data. You have to update and import the data. And then you want to, you want to make sure when you add to scroll down the list and choose the Warhammer 40k kill team. The version number might change, but that's the one we are going to use for these rules. Nope, don't update that for now. And now we're going to click on create new roster up here. Let's name our kill team. These are going to be the Grey Knights. Keep the cost to -1 for now while you're setting up. You click on add force. We're going to then select our kill team squad, the Grey Knights. And you have an option between either the kill team or the roster. You want to always pick, for now, just the kill team itself. And this will create this setup where we can actually just have all the restrictions for us, so we can actually so we won't mess it up. So in this case here, get that psychic power reference. Let's add our Justicar. Sometimes you're gonna get equipment here for our initial game. Don't add any equipment. Let's choose our weapons. So to figure out which weapon is a good weapon, we can always hover over this and it will then bring up the character sheet. So here we have, this one here has a stun weapon. That's cool. This is lethal. Falchion, relentless. Each time it fights, make shooting attack. Stun hammer. Let's do, let's do a giant hammer. Sounds fun. So just like in the rules, I think they asked us to only have 1 gunner. So then the gunner is going to choose a weapon. Let's do maybe a silencer. And then let's add some warriors. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna 4th warrior? Maybe. Well, we'll see. If we need to choose 4 Grey Knights plus a gunner. So okay, let's choose our 4 Grey Knights. Let's do another one. Let's make one to a falchion. Force weapon, stave. Okay. So this will be our default build, right? Oh, can take 1 additional warrior. Okay. Let's add 1 more warrior. 2nd hammer. Okay. So you can check here on the top to see if you have any if you had any mistakes while building, like this, I have too many warriors. You can see up here in the red, it'll tell you that there is a roster validation error. You can click on it to see what the errors are. So in this case here, it has too many selections of Grey Knight. So let's just remove those. Yep. So now we have our BattleScribe team ready. So let's click here to save. So this is going to be called, yep, Grey Knight. KT. The Grey Knights. So then next up is, now that we have the BattleScribe, we need to make sure we actually now about ready to load this into Tabletop Simulator. But before we load it into Tabletop Simulator, we actually need to make sure we have the following mods available. So, so we're gonna go into the workshop here. I think it's, so you can search up KT node. You want to make sure that you have the KT command node, KT command node UI extension, and then also the KT map base table installed. You also would want to make sure you have the Battleforge compilation installed and uploaded to your directories. This particular mod is used for getting all your different models and stuff. So let's see. So there's instructions here on how to upload and set it up. It's all it takes is you just need to extract this into a directory that's listed down here on how to extract it to your directory. And you're basically good to go. So now we're gonna actually get started on uploading our battle I guess our roster into a thing, into a website. So we're actually going to go to this URL here. This is the newest one, and this is a place where we can actually upload our team roster code. So we're going to choose file here, upload our, this case, the Grey Knights, and then we get this code. This code's going to last about 10-15 minutes. You can actually follow instructions down here that we're basically going through. So now that we have Tabletop Simulator open, we're going to go to create a new single player game. You click on the workshop and then you load in your KT command node here. This, so you, yep, you're going to get a screen else kind of like this. Might take a little bit to load on your computer. You click on new team and then you take the code from uploading your roster in here, and then you paste it in here, load the team. And if you did this correctly, you're gonna then see these pop up down here, and you'll see all your different information about the characters you set up. And now here's the fun part where we actually get to bind the model that we want to the data cards here. So to do that, you actually go to games. I know it's a bit confusing. Go to games, save and load. And then you should see a folder here called the Battleforged mod pack. You can click on that. You can click on the game. They come with different mods and folders. You can click on the Kill Team here. Go to factions and then choose the faction that you're trying to load up. In this case, we're doing Space Marines. Okay. So then you're gonna see something like this. Don't click this. You actually want to go to options and then search. And then under the search screen, you'll see that you have all these different little Grey Knight guys here. So in this case here, we want our Grey Knight gunner. He's wielding a silencer. Let's say this is you can choose whatever model you want. It doesn't actually really matter. So this is our silence. So I'm gonna say this is our silencer. We're gonna have a Grey Knight warrior. So it's gonna be let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna choose a Justicar with a hammer. So our Justicar of the hammer. It looks like this was this guy with hammer. There we go. But if you wanted, you can actually choose any model that you want. So let's just go in here to the Warhammer 40k, going into Army Collection, Space Marines. And if I wanted to actually use one of these cool dudes here, I'm going to go here once again, go to search. And then let's say I wanted to use somebody really cool. Like this guy here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. But you can see that the size here is actually a little bit different, right? So he's a big boy. He's a very big boy. We can fix that. But I'll show you how. But I guess just for now, we're just gonna bind. I'm gonna use him instead of just a carboy here. I'm gonna use this guy instead. But the process is the same. So now we're gonna go here, and now we're actually gonna bind the data card to the model. So what you do is click on the choose model here, click on the mini, and then you'll see that it'll actually just copy and paste the mini and paste it on here. You can use the same mini if you want, as you can see. That's fine. And then instead for Justicar, if I wanted this guy, and yep. So let's say if this is my team, and if it's good, I click on finish, which is good. But because we used the Justicar, we actually need to put it in the right size. So right now this guy is too big. To figure out what the size of the Justicar should be, we actually go back here. Let's look up our Justicar, and the size is a 32mm base. So yep, we want to make sure that your minis, if you use the minis inside the kill team, the bases should be the same. But if you ever choose to create your own minis or use your own minis, you have to make sure to set the base size. So in here, we're going to click on the correct size, which is 32, and then select the operative. So I want this guy. You can click and drag to select. Click on 32, so you see how there's a little white ring around it now, and then click auto scale. So now we have a slightly smaller mini, but you know, now that's going to be our Justicar boy. If this looks good, then we're going to click finish to save. You can just then select all these. So this is the most important part, is we're going to have to save this model and use it later on. So we're going to click and drag like that. Right click on any of the models and click go to save object. So then we're going to name this our kill team. So it'll be, let's call it the Grey Knights kill team, and hit save. Okay, so then if to make sure this works, you can go to objects here, saved objects, and then you'll see that on one of the minis that this is your kill team. In Tabletop Simulator, to kind of use the objects from this, you just click and drag, and you can drop it, and voila, there's your kill team.